Hi, hi, hi. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, good morning. No one is saying anything. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Are you there? Is anyone is there? Good morning, Arvind. Good morning, Rahul. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone is sleeping in the home. Fayajun, good morning. Teja, good morning. Good morning, Jyoti. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Bagunara, everyone Manchi at home. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone Spurti, good morning. Bagunara, everyone Manchi at home. अरे बोल दो भाई एवरीवन मंची एट होम या गणेश गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन मंची एट होम या ओके वेरी गुड सो व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन एट होम क्या हो रहा है घर पे व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन चिलिंग और स्टडिंग व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन क्या हो रहा है घर पे व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन studying sir chilling with studying cws in short we can say cws yeah the study which we are doing right now sir that is not a burden for us that is also one of a type of chilling is not only watching movie chilling is not going for outing study is also a type of chilling because this study will make you doctor in the NEET 2026 so better to say cws chilling with studying no problem yeah for normal people, chilling, maybe going movies, chilling, maybe going for outing, maybe watching movies. But for us, study is a type of chilling. Till NEET 2026, we will have only one type of chilling, that is chilling with studying. No problem. Yeah. No problem will come. Will be any problem. You can change anytime. Better to come for offline. In place of going online, it's better to come for offline. If you have decided to prepare in the best possible manner for the coming NEET exam, NEET 2026, my advice, better go for offline. Online is also good. I'm not saying, yeah, if some other problem is there, you can remain as online. But if no other problem is there, better to go for offline where you'll have more commitment towards the study. In offline, students remain more committed towards the study. They can ask study or they can ask doubt. They can discuss problem with the teacher. So that's why my advice will be, if you have decided totally, then go for offline. No need to go for online. That will be, yeah. If you are in online, then you have to be extra sincere. No problem. Yeah, okay. So shall we start with the class? Class शुरू कर दे भाई. Shall we start with the class? Shall we start with the class? शुरू करें. No problem. So in last class we were talking about range of resultant. I told you if two vectors are there, maximum value of resultant will become a plus b, minimum value of resultant will become same. Syllabus is same. Ganesh, you are asking only this type of question. अरे कितने बार मैं बोलूं? There is same syllabus in online, there is same syllabus in offline. चलो भाई, no problem. Yeah. So in last class, one thing I told, just before moving further, I will just tell you one thing again, no problem. Yeah. Few things we studied in the last class, we'll just revise them very fast. No problem. Yeah. So first thing I told you, whenever you have A bar plus B bar equal to R bar, this R bar is known as resultant of addition of A bar and B bar. R bar is known as resultant. Then I told you, your resultant will be maximum. Maximum value of resultant will come A plus B when your angle between the two vectors will be 0 degree. When both vectors will be parallel or in the same direction, resultant will become maximum A plus B. Then we also study, so resultant will be minimum when resultant will be minimum, and that minimum value will be A minus B. Whenever you are doing A minus B, you have to always do large minus small. And this will happen when your theta will be 180 degree. One more special situation comes. you may get resultant r square equal to a square plus b square. This will happen when your theta will be 90 degree. When two vectors will be perpendicular, then the simple Pythagoras theorem also you can use. Your r square will be equal to a square plus b square. Then fourth situation we studied, if both vectors have equal magnitude, then resultant you can directly write as 2a cos theta by 2. Is all these 4 points covered in the last class? Is these 4 special points we talked in the last class? When vectors will be parallel, resultant will be maximum a plus b. When vectors will be anti-parallel, that is 180 degree, resultant will be minimum a minus b. When vectors will be perpendicular, we can say r square will be equal to a square plus b square. When both vectors are equal, resultant we can directly write as 2a cos theta by 2. So these are the things that we studied in the last class. No problem, yeah. And then we also did one question from, I gave you two forces and I asked you which of the following cannot be possible resultant of these two forces. So not possible means it has to lie beyond the range of resultant. Everyone remember that question? Important type of model. Two forces were given, they asked which of the following cannot be resultant, which of the following can be resultant. Resultant means it will always lie in the range of a minus b up to a plus b. It cannot become more than a plus b, it cannot become less than a minus b. So these are the things that we studied in the last class. No problem, yeah. Now one more type of model exists. We covered so many things, no problem, yeah. Now one more type of model exists from this maximum and minimum value of resultant. थोड़ा ध्यान देना, be focused, yeah. From the range of resultant, one more type of question is very famous, which is asked. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना, we will talk about that model. Then we will start with subtraction of two vectors. We will start with subtraction of two vectors. तो एक बार देख लो, no problem, yeah. One type of model which has been asked previously also in the NEET exam. When PMT exam was there, at that time 2-3 times they asked this type of question. So they have no problem here. Here what will happen? They will give you combination of three forces. And they will ask you, in which of these combination of forces system can be in equilibrium, or they will ask you system will not be in equilibrium. Thoda dhyan do, be focused. One question I will tell, then I will tell you how to do this question. Dhyan do, be focused, important type of model. So first thing, whenever they will ask you which of the following combination of forces will keep system in equilibrium. Equilibrium means net force on the system must be zero. Net force zero means third force must lie in the range of first and second force. So for example, someone said, sir, I am giving you combination of three forces. One force I am giving 2 Newton, other force I am giving 4 Newton, and other force I am giving you 7 Newton. You tell me if these three forces are acting on the system, is it possible for system to be in equilibrium? If someone says that we have a pair of four, we have a combination of force, 2 Newton, 4 Newton, 7 Newton. Is it possible for system to be in equilibrium? No, not possible. So why not possible? एक बार देख लो. I think most of the people know, but still if you don't know, एक बार देख लो. No problem, yeah. Always remember, if anyone asks you equilibrium, for equilibrium, if you want system to be in equilibrium, net force on the system must be zero. Net force on the system must be zero means forces must be balanced. Net force, I will simply say, sir, if you want equilibrium, for equilibrium net force has to be zero. Net force has to be zero means forces must be balanced. Forces must be balanced means your third force must be balanced by first and second. Your third force must be balanced by first and second. If your third force is balanced, if your third force must be balanced by first and second, that means your third force must lie in the range of first and second. First and second, your third force, for example, 2 Newton, 4 Newton is there. I will say, sir, its maximum value will be 6 Newton. And its minimum value, maximum value means A plus B, 6 Newton. Minimum value means A minus B, means large minus small. 4 minus 2, that will be 2 Newton. Means these two forces can give together maximum 6, minimum 2. Now you have to check whether their third force, because they have to together balance the third force. Your first and second force together means their resultant has to balance the third force. So that's why third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second. And you can see here third force is 7 Newton, which is beyond resultant. Its maximum value is 6. You want to balance 7. Means it's not possible to balance this 7 Newton. Means system will not be in equilibrium. Not in equilibrium. Not in equilibrium. Because so always remember, whenever such situation happens, you can write one point. You can write one point. You can write in these type of situations. In these type of situation. In these type of situation. In these type of situation, third force must lie. In these type of situations, third force must lie in the range of resultant. In this type of situation, third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second. In this type of situation, third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second for equilibrium. In this type of situation, third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second for equilibrium. If you want equilibrium, that means net force has to be 0. Means third force must be balanced by resultant of first and second. Now I will simply say that means a third force must lie in the, how it can balance, sir? It can only balance if third force will lie in its range. So that's why your third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second. Range means both range you have to see. Upper range also, lower range also. Is it okay? समझे क्या भाई? बोल दो भाई, is it okay? If you want equilibrium, net force has to be 0. Net force 0 means, sir, first two forces must be able to balance the third force. How first two forces will be able to balance the third force? Sir, first two forces will be able to balance third force only when third force lie in their range. So third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second. Range means upper range also, lower range also. Then only equilibrium will happen. So I'll give you 2-3 combination. You have to tell me in which situation equilibrium is possible, in which situation equilibrium is not possible. I will give you some situation. No problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah, you write. You write. In the given examples, identify the situations. In the given examples, identify the situations where system will be in equilibrium. In the given situations, in the given examples, identify the situation in which system will be in equilibrium. So you have to tell me yes or no. In which situation equilibrium is there, in which situation equilibrium is not there. If equilibrium is there, you have to say yes. If equilibrium is not there, no, you have to tell. And I will give you 2, 3, 4 situations from here. You have to tell me where we will have equilibrium, where we will not have equilibrium. and you can set your answer in order. Y, yes for Y. Ha, acha. Dikshit has said yes. Okay, okay, Dikshit, very good. Arvind has also said the correct answer. Very good, Arvind. Lavanya, very good. Naidu, now you can say for all four. Why you are saying for only one? You already understood the concept. Equilibrium means net force zero. Net force zero means first two forces must be able to balance the third force. Means third force must lie in the range of first and second. Fayajun, very good. Spurti, very good. AG Naidu, very good. I think 1 and 4 are cases of equilibrium. If you check here, I will simply say, sir, third force must lie in the range of resultant of first and second. If you check for this, sir, its range is 0 to 4 Newton. And third force is lying in this range. Means equilibrium is possible. Yeah, first and fourth are possible answer for equilibrium, no problem. Yeah. Similarly, if you check here range will lie from maximum value of resultant will become 4 plus 1, 5. Minimum value will become 4 minus 1. Whenever you find minimum value, A minus B, large minus small, means this resultant will have range 3 to 5 Newton. Does 6 Newton lies in that range? No. So here we will not have equilibrium. Similarly, we have to check here also, sir, what is the range of resultant of first two forces? Sir, minimum value will become 5 minus 3, that is 2 Newton. Maximum value will become 5 plus 3, 8 Newton. Does 1 Newton lies in the range? No. That's why this is also not equilibrium. If you check here, sir, maximum value is 10 Newton. Minimum value will be 6 minus 4, 2 Newton. So its range is from 2 to 10. Does 9 lies, sir? Yes. So this is also equilibrium. Is it okay? Everyone will be able to do such question. Previously came when PMT exam was there, question has been asked from here in the NEET exam. When AIPMT was there, they asked this type of question. Can I be 100% sure everyone will be able to do this type of model? Only one concept you have to keep in your mind. Equilibrium means net force zero. Net force zero means forces must have to be balanced. If forces has to be balanced means third force must lie in the range of first and second. Then only it can balance. So from there we can talk about all this type of situation. So these are the questions based on range of resultant. No problem. I will give you one more question. एक और क्वेश्चन बनाओ भाई. Then we'll start with subtraction of two vector. You write a new type of model. If A cap plus 2B cap magnitude equal to 1. If A cap plus 2B cap magnitude equal to 1, then find, this is actually tough question. Seeing this year paper, if they want to ask question, this type of question they will ask. If A cap plus 2B cap magnitude equal to 1, then find A cap plus 4B cap magnitude. Now here your understanding will be also required. A cap plus 2B cap magnitude means magnitude of resultant of A cap plus 2B cap. A cap means its own magnitude will be 1. B cap means its own magnitude will be 1 because they are unit vectors. Cap is there. Jaldi karo bhai. We have to start subtraction of vector also. I also don't remember the answer. चलो भाई, first information is given so that you can find angle between the given two vectors. You can find angle with the help of first information. You can find cos theta. Then you can put that cos theta in the second one to get your answer. I'm waiting for at least one answer. Maybe correct or wrong, we don't care right now. That I don't know, honey. अबे फालतू के क्वेश्चन कौन पूछता है? ये क्वेश्चन बनाओ हनी. क्वेश्चन दिया है तौफिक से. अबे पागल पागल हो क्या? Shall I come tomorrow for this question? जल्दी से बनाओ. This is not an easy question. Seeing this year paper, they can ask you this type of question. That's why I gave you finally this question from addition of two vectors. Chalo, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. Shall I do? Shall I do, bhai? Chalo, directly one person said, the blank said yes. Okay, no problem. It's not tough. But you have to learn. You have to learn from here, then only you'll be able to do. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah. Isha is saying some answer, no problem. Let's see. Shukant Patnaik is also saying some. Let's see. Some people are saying answer. I also don't remember. तो एक बार देख लेते. Someone is, Arvind is saying 5. एक बार देख लो. Process देख लो. No problem, no problem, no problem. थोड़ा ध्यान दो भाई, ध्यान दो. I don't have more time to explain. Theta is coming 60. That I also remember. Yeah. That means correct. No problem. Yeah. एक बार देख लो. No problem, no problem. Not a tough situation. Only you got confused with these symbols. That's why you are not getting answer. एक बार देख लो. No problem. Yeah. Sir, here given A cap plus 2B cap magnitude. A cap plus 2B cap means resultant. What is meaning of A cap plus 2B cap? Means you are adding A cap and 2B cap. That means A cap plus 2B cap is resultant of addition. And this means magnitude of resultant. That means magnitude of resultant of addition of A cap and 2B cap is given. A cap is one vector, 2B cap is another vector. You are adding them, then you are finding magnitude. Once you added, it became resultant. You calculated magnitude, means magnitude of resultant. And magnitude of resultant is given how much? 1. And you already know how to find magnitude of resultant of two vectors. This is magnitude of resultant of A cap plus 2B cap. A cap plus 2B cap means resultant. Once you put mod, it became magnitude of resultant. And you already know formula for finding magnitude of resultant of two vectors. Under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So that's why, correct answer I also feel 6 will come. Yeah. That is correct. No problem. Yeah. Srinivas Ralu, correct. No problem. Yeah. So I'll simply say, sir, A cap plus 2B cap means resultant. Magnitude, after that you put mod. That means it became magnitude of resultant. Magnitude of resultant formula you already know. Under root of A square. What is magnitude of A cap? 1. So under root of 1 square, A square plus B square. Now B square is what? 2B cap. What is magnitude of B cap? 1, because these are unit vector. So 2 into 1, it will become 2 plus 2 square plus 2A. A is 1. B is your 2B cap. B cap magnitude 1. That means B is your 2. So A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. This will be equal to 1, because this already given magnitude of resultant is 1. Now from here you can solve and you can get the value of theta. You can set under root. That side it will become square. This will become 1 plus 4 cos theta will be equal to 1 square. If you set under root that side, it will become a square, 1 square. And 1 square you already know. From here you will get 1 plus 4, it will become 5. plus 4 cos theta will be equal to 1. That means from here, that means from here, that means from here you can get, you can send this side. So 4 cos theta will become minus 4. That means cos theta will come from here. Cos theta will be coming from here will be minus 1. So this is the first information. Using that information, first we have to find cos theta. Now answer will not come 6. Answer will change. Yeah. So cos theta came minus 1. Now once cos theta came minus 1, now again they have asked you find the magnitude of resultant. Now they are asking you magnitude of resultant of A cap plus 4 B cap. A cap plus 4 B cap means resultant. Magnitude of resultant. They are asking you magnitude of resultant, which you already know, under root of A square. What is A? 1. Plus B square. What is B? 4 into B cap. B cap magnitude 1. So it is 4. 4 square. Plus 2AB cos theta. What is cos theta? Minus 1. Now from here if you calculate, this will ultimately become 1 square 1. 4 square 16. So 1 plus 16. And this will become 2 into 4 8. And this minus is there. So it will become minus 8. That means it will come 3. This will become under root of 17. 1 plus 16, 17. 17 minus 8, 9. That means our answer will come 3. Is it okay? Many people said 3. Sukant Patnaik, you cannot say plus and minus 3. This is magnitude of resultant. Magnitude will always come positive. So answer will be 3. Lavanya, very good. Arvind, very good. Fayajun, very good. Model Hari, very good. Many people said correct answer. Did everyone understood? अरे जल्दी से बोलो भाई, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. We have to do component of vectors also for this week. Small part of component of vector. Everyone understood? So such type of models are asked, which are considered to be tough but not tough. First information will give you angle. Put that information in second one, you will get your answer. So this is how we can talk about all this situation. Now we'll move further. You can write subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of two vectors. Subtraction of two vectors. Now we'll move towards addition of two vectors we completed. Now we'll move towards subtraction of two vectors. So for example, we'll not go with diagram. We don't have that much of time. Directly we'll talk about main formula which will be used for solving the numerical. What will be magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vector? Till now you studied magnitude of resultant of addition of two vector. Now we'll talk about someone came and he said, sir, I am giving you one vector A bar and I am giving you another vector B bar, and he asked me to subtract them. If he asked me to subtract them, that is known as resultant of subtraction of two vector. He asked me to subtract these two vector. That means my resultant will now become, in the last class we studied addition of two vector. So that's why resultant of addition we wrote as A bar plus B bar. Now he's asking me subtraction of two vector. That means resultant of subtraction will become A bar minus B bar. Resultant of addition was A bar plus B bar. Resultant of subtraction will become A bar minus B bar. Now again our target is to find what will be magnitude of resultant. No one will ask you. Everyone knows subtraction of A bar and B bar will be A bar minus B bar. Our target is to find resultant of subtraction of two vector, magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vector. That magnitude, I think everyone knows, magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vectors will come under root of A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Only change will come here. For plus, we get, for resultant of addition, we get plus 2AB cos theta. For resultant of subtraction, we get minus 2AB cos theta. And here also we say, if two vectors have equal magnitude, if two vectors have equal, for addition you studied now, if two vectors have equal magnitude, magnitude of resultant, we directly you can write 2A cos theta by 2. Same process, same mathematical thing we do here. But now we will get, if two vectors have equal magnitude, then resultant of subtraction you can write directly as 2a sine theta by 2. For addition, for equal magnitude addition, we got 2a cos theta by 2. For subtraction, we will get 2a sine theta by 2. So this is the main formula to find resultant of subtraction of two vector. And if both vectors have equal magnitude, you can write resultant directly as, resultant of subtraction directly as 2a sine theta by 2. Is it okay? First you can write all these points, then we will do some questions. Nothing much is there, that's why. For resultant of addition, we use under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. For resultant of subtraction, we will use under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos. The minus will come. Subtract kar rahe ho na, that's why there minus 2ab cos theta will come. When you add, you get plus 2ab cos theta. When you subtract, you get minus 2ab cos theta. If both vectors have equal magnitude, we can solve from there also. But directly also we can find, when two vectors have equal magnitude, in addition we wrote 2a cos theta by 2. So in subtraction we write 2a sin theta by 2. In addition, for addition equal magnitude vector 2a cos theta by 2. For subtraction equal magnitude vectors 2a sin theta by 2. Is it okay? Bol do bhai, bol do. We'll directly start with some questions. We'll directly start with some questions. No problem. We'll start with one question, famous question which has been asked 2 times previously in the NEET exam. Recently also this question came, famous question. We will do that question. You can write one question. Come on. You write. If magnitude of resultant of addition of two vectors, if magnitude of resultant of addition of two vectors is same as, if magnitude of resultant of addition of two vectors is same as magnitude of resultant of their subtraction, if magnitude of resultant of addition of two vectors is same as magnitude of resultant of their subtraction, then find angle between them. The blank has given answer. Famous question. People remember answer also for this. Resultant of addition has same value as resultant of subtraction. They are asking you angle between them. Find the angle between the two vectors. Isha is also saying 90 degree, bahut badhiya, correct answer. Come on everyone, do and then tell the answer. Spurti very good, Dikshit very good, Arvind Kothari very good, Koturi. Remaining people क्या कर रहे हो भाई, क्या कर रहे हो? Only 4-5 people give an answer. Fayajun very good. जल्दी जल्दी answer दो भाई, then only will be able to do more question. हाँ, बड़े very good, Royal very good. I think everyone will. क्या है sir? क्या है? What is given? Magnitude of resultant of addition of two vector is found to be same as magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vector. This is what is given. Magnitude of resultant of two vector is same as magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vector. Now magnitude of resultant of addition of two vector you already know. You already know the formula, under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And magnitude of resultant of subtraction of two vector, just now you studied, under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Now from here you can solve. You can remove under root. Both side under root are there. Square it. It will become finally, this side will become a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This side it will become a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Now what you can do? Sir, a square hypothesis, b square hypothesis. Now from here you can bring this side. 2ab cos theta, when minus 2ab cos theta will come this side. So it will become plus. So it will become 4ab cos theta. That will be equal to 0. That means cos theta will be equal to 0. Means theta will be equal to 90 degree or pi by 2. Is it okay? Is it okay? समझे क्या? Everyone understood? जल्दी से बताओ भाई. डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला बेस्ड. रिजल्टेंट ऑफ एडिशन यू नो, रिजल्टेंट ऑफ सब्ट्रैक्शन यू नो, बोथ आर गिवन इक्वल. पुट कर दो, कॉस थीटा निकाल लो, आंसर. एक और क्वेश्चन बनाओ भाई. त्वरगा त्वरगा त्वरगा. यू राइट. इफ a bar plus b bar mod equal to a bar minus b bar mod, then find theta. If a bar plus b bar mod equal to a bar minus b bar mod, then find theta. Then find theta. Why you are solving same question, bhai? That question was in the form of theory. This question is in the form of symbol. Both are same thing, bhai. A bar plus B bar means addition. Magnitude means both are same question. No need to solve. You already solved this question. This is same question. Is this same? That question was in the form of language. This is what happened here. Sometimes question will come in the form of language. Sometimes question will come in the form of symbols, in the form of equation. Otherwise, both are same. This is also saying A bar plus B bar means resultant of addition. Magnitude means magnitude of resultant of addition. A bar minus B bar means resultant of subtraction. Magnitude. So they are saying you magnitude of resultant of addition is same as magnitude of resultant of subtraction. Means same question. No need to solve. If you want to solve, same process will happen. Theta will come 90 degree. Are you getting idea? Same question can be asked in the form of theory, language. Same question will be asked in the form of equation. बोल दो भाई त्वरगा त्वरगा जल्दी बोलो. Do next question. चलो भाई एक और क्वेश्चन बनाओ. Write one more question. Come on. You write. When two unit vectors are added, resultant is found to be a unit vector. When two unit vectors are added, resultant is found to be a unit vector. When two unit vectors are added, resultant is found to be a unit vector. Find the resultant. Find the resultant when same two unit vectors are subtracted. Find the magnitude of resultant when same unit vectors are subtracted. When two unit vectors are added, resultant is also a unit vector. Find the magnitude of resultant when the same two unit vectors are subtracted. Very good. Mitshuha, very good. अभी एक कोरियन नाम है क्या? हितोसुकी मितुसुहा क्या है? चाला कस्टम नेम. When two unit vectors, अच्छा Japanese, अच्छा saying also. Are you from Japan or in India only na? Listening class from India or listening from Japan? लावण्या saying correct. बहुत बढ़िया लावण्या. Arvind very good. Isha very good. Some people are doing questions very nicely. बहुत बढ़िया. Continue like this. In NEET you will get very good rank. Spurti very good. Model Hari very good. Happier kiddo. Very good. Answer will come root 3. Answer will come root 3. No problem. Correct answer. No problem. No problem. No problem. एक बार देख लो. Maybe some people, then I will give you next question. Maybe some people will be having little doubt how to solve. Otherwise, I don't feel you should get doubt in this. No problem. Yeah. What is said? ध्यान दो, ध्यान दो, ध्यान दो. Be focused, be focused, be focused. First part of this question you already did in the last class. Two vectors of equal magnitude give resultant of same magnitude. That means angle will be 120. First information is given to find angle. I told you in previous questions also. If two things are given, means first is given information for the angle. Use it in second to get the answer. What is said in the question? What is said in the question? Two unit vectors when added give resultant as unit vector. Means you are adding two unit vector. Means unit vector means magnitude will be 1. So you are adding. Yeah, when two unit vectors are added, means 1 and 1 when added, resultant is coming 1. That means from here you can find theta. Theta will come 120 degree. Now you'll be thinking, sir, how it will come? You can use, because you already know whenever two vectors of equal magnitude are added, resultant you can directly write as 2a cos theta by 2. Now what is resultant, sir? Resultant is 1. 2a, a and b both are unit vectors, so a will be 1 into cos theta by 2. Now from here if you solve, you will get, from here if you solve, cos theta by 2 will come as 1 by 2, which is also cos 60. Now from here if you relate, theta by 2 will be equal to 60. Means theta, angle which we want, sir, that will be equal to 1. Did we do this question in the last class? क्या किया था इस तरह का क्वेश्चन? टू वेक्टर्स ऑफ इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड गिव रिजल्टेंट ऑफ सेम मैग्नीट्यूड, फाइंड एंगल बिटवीन देम. डिड वी डू दिस क्वेश्चन? ये क्वेश्चन किया था क्या? हाँ, no problem. No, then not required this much. Then directly also I can say angle must be 1. So yeah, two unit vector means 1 1. Resultant of addition is also unit vector means 1. So 1 1 added 1 means angle will be 120 degree. That we did in the last class. Even if you forget, first you can find this angle. Now they are asking you find the magnitude of resultant when they are subtracted. So magnitude of resultant when they are subtracted. Magnitude of resultant when they are subtracted. You already know resultant of subtraction. This is what they are asking you. Magnitude of resultant when they are subtracted. You already know resultant of subtraction. Under root of a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Here a and b are unit vectors. So magnitude of a and b will be 1. So under root of 1 square plus 1 square a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. What is cos theta? 120. Now from here if you solve, this will become under root of 1 square 1 minus 2. 1 will give you 1. Cos 120 means minus 1 by 2. Now this 2 will get cancelled and this minus will make plus. So 1 plus 1 and this will also become plus 1. That means answer will come root 3. This is the resultant when you subtract these two vectors. Is it okay? समझे क्या भाई? Everyone understood? Then we'll move further. One more question I will give you from here. No problem. Easy type of situation. We can get all this situation. एक और question बनाओ भाई. One more question you can do. Come on. You write. If come on, tell me answer. Same question, bhai. Same question. Why people are solving, I don't know. Previous question, whatever you did previous, this is the same question. That only difference, that question was given in the form of language. Now this question is given in the form of, this is what I told. Here always every question can be asked in two manner. One with the help of language, one with the help of equation and symbols. Same answer will come because same question. No need to solve also. Directly you will say, sir, A cap, B cap, A cap plus B cap means magnitude of resultant of addition. You are adding two unit vector, you are getting unit vector. Now they are asking what is the magnitude of resultant of their subtraction. Same question. If you want to solve, you have to follow the same process. Answer will come root. No difference. Not even a single difference. Those question, previous question was in the form of language. Same question in the form of equation. Two unit vectors when added, resultant is a unit vector. Find the resultant when the same two unit vectors are subtracted. Same question. Answer will come root 3. Is it okay? Samjhe kya? Is it okay? Samjhe kya? Everyone understood? Bol do bhai. Everyone got the idea? So this is how we talk about addition and subtraction of two vectors. I am giving you time of 2 seconds. See all these models which we did today. See all the question, bahut badhiya, very good. See all the questions which we discussed today. Then we will move further. We'll move towards component of vector. No problem. Yeah. Achha, before that, okay. Once you can see all these models which we did just now. Once completed, you can say done, sir. Kirtani already said done, sir. Arvind already said done, sir. No problem, no problem. Achha, do you know some? Okay, okay. So everyone after class again see all these numerical. All these models again you have to sit, you have to see, then you can practice from anywhere. No problem, no problem. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Achha, you tell me, Achha, do you know some basic points like how many coplanar vectors of different magnitude required for zero resultant? Do you know such small theoretical point? Non-coplanar vector for zero resultant, two vectors will be always coplanar. Do you know these points or shall we write? Is it needed for me to write? Or you know? No, sir, for what? You can write this point. Sometimes questions are asked. Sometimes a very easy question they want to ask, they can ask. You can write these points. Come on. No problem, no problem. Yeah. You can write key points. Some small theoretical points which you have to keep in your mind. Generally not asked, but okay. You'll find in different books, so that's why. You can write key points. You can write. First point you can write jaldi, twarga. First point. Two vectors are always coplanar. First point. Two vectors are always coplanar. Two vectors are always coplanar. Two vectors are always coplanar. Next point. Minimum number of coplanar vectors. Minimum number of coplanar vectors. Minimum number of coplanar vectors. Minimum number of coplanar vectors of different magnitude. Minimum number of coplanar vectors of different magnitude required for zero resultant. Required for zero resultant will be 3. Minimum number of coplanar vectors of different magnitude required for zero resultant will be 3. Will be 3. Third point. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors required for zero resultant. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors required for zero resultant will be 4. Minimum number of non-coplanar vectors required for zero resultant will be 4. Is it okay? Everyone understood this 3 point? Everyone written this 3 point? Two vectors will be always coplanar. Two vectors means two line. Two line means two axis. Two axis means you'll get a plane. So that's why we say two vectors are always coplanar. Minimum number of coplanar vector required for zero resultant will be 3. And minimum number of non-coplanar vectors required for zero resultant will be 4. So these are the small points which you'll find somewhere in the books. Do not ask nowadays, but you will find in the book. So that's why you must be knowing these points. No problem, no problem. We don't have more time. Now we'll move further. You can write resolution of a vector. You can write the name of topic, resolution of a vector. In bracket, components. Resolution of a vector in bracket, components. Resolution of a vector, resolution means breaking. After breaking, what you will get? Component. So resolution of a vector in bracket, components. Shall we start with resolution of vector? Shall we start? एक बार बोल दो. Shall we start? कुछ सिंबल भेज दो भाई. No problem. Yeah, okay. So we will start, no problem. And direct questions are not asked from here, but this will be used in many places. Tomorrow you will study NLM, tomorrow you will study motion in a plane. There you will get use of resolution of vector. There you will get use of component of vector. So before moving further, can you tell me into how many components I can break a given vector? Into how many components I can break a given vector? If any vector is given, into how many components you can break a vector? Arvind is saying 3. Always remember. थोड़ा ध्यान दो. Be focused. Yeah. You can break a vector into infinite. People are saying 3 wrong answer. थोड़ा ध्यान दो. Always remember, you can break a given vector into infinite number of components. Actually, we can break a vector into infinite number of components. What is vector? Vector is arrow na. This line is this line. This pen is vector na. Into how many parts you can break this pen? Infinite. So always remember, we can always break a given vector into infinite number of components. But we don't study those infinite components. We study a special type of component which is known as rectangular component. ध्यान दो, rectangular components means perpendicular components. So always remember, if anyone simply came and asked, sir, into how many components I can break a vector? Infinite. And a vector is arrow, you can cut arrow into infinite part. So every vector can be broken into infinite number of components. So does we study those infinite components here? No. Here we talk about special component. Special component means the components which are perpendicular. Those perpendicular components are known as rectangular component. And you will have 2 rectangular components in 2D. That is in plane. And 3 rectangular components in 3D. In your space. Are you getting these points? Are you getting these points? Are you getting these points? Did you understood these points? अरे एक बार बोल दो भाई, yes or no. So you can write it very fast and very small you can write so that you will not forget it. You can write. We can split a vector into infinite number of components. We can split a vector into infinite number of components. We can split a vector into infinite number of components. This is the first point. Second point you can write. Every vector every vector can have two rectangular components. First point, if we can break every vector into infinite number of components. Second point, every vector can have two rectangular components. Every vector can have two rectangular components in 2D. In 2D. That's why name is 2D. In 2D, bracket plane. Every vector can have two rectangular components in 2D, bracket plane, and three rectangular components in 3D, and three rectangular components in 3D, in bracket space. In bracket space. Next point. Rectangular components means perpendicular components. Rectangular components means perpendicular components. Rectangular components means perpendicular components. So this is how we talk about, everyone written, no problem. Before moving further, we will talk about rectangular component in 2D. Then we will talk in 3D. No problem, yeah. So first we will talk about, sir, okay. So these are the basic points related with resolution of a vector. These are the basic points related with component of vector. I will just revise it, then we will move further. I will ask from you. If someone came and he asked you into how many components a vector can be broken, how many components a vector can have? Come on, tell me answer very fast. How many components a vector can have? Someone came and said, into how many components we can break a vector? Infinite. We can break every vector into infinite number of components. But if someone asks, how many rectangular components a vector will have in its own plane? How many rectangular components a vector will have in 2D? In 2D, how many rectangular components? 2. That's why name is 2D. So rectangular components in 2D will be 2. In space, how many rectangular components will come? If you have a space, in space, how many rectangular components will come? Space means 3D. 3D means 3 rectangle. What is the meaning of rectangular component? Rectangular component means what? Jaldi batao. What you find in rectangle? Two sides are perpendicular. So here also two components will be perpendicular, 3 components. Rectangular components means perpendicular components. No problem. बहुत बढ़िया. Very good. No problem. Everyone remembered, everyone revised. No problem. Yeah. So now we'll move further and we will talk. You can write. This was the basic idea. Now you can write rectangular components in plane. In bracket 2D. Rectangular components in plane. In bracket 2D. Rectangular components in plane. In bracket 2D. Rectangular components in plane in bracket 2D. And now be focused on the board. Easy situation. Most of the people already know, because this is very basic things in physics. It is used everywhere. But still some people have doubt. Ek baar dekh lena. Yeah. We are going to talk about rectangular components in 2D, rectangular components in a plane. And this board itself is a plane. If you look at board, or if you look at your TV screen, or your mobile screen, every screen is 2D. So we are going to represent one vector in 2D, and we will learn how to break the vector into its rectangular component, how to break a given vector in plane into its 2 rectangular component. So एक बार देखो, be focused, then only you'll be able to understand. No problem, yeah. Someone came and said, sir, I am giving you one vector, And I want to break this vector into, you said na, every vector in a plane will have two rectangular components. Sir, our copy is also plane, TB is also plane, this board is also plane. Sir, I want one vector and I want to break that vector into rectangular component. Means I want to break a vector given in a plane in 2D into rectangular component. So first I will say, first tell me what is the vector. So for example, let's assume someone came and he said, I am giving you one vector. This is my vector A bar. This is my vector A bar. This is my vector A bar. And he asked me, sir, you only said every vector in 2D, every vector in plane will have two rectangular components. Now break this vector A bar into two rectangular components. So first I will say, sir, you want rectangular component of A bar now? That means first you have to give. You want me to break this A bar into two rectangular component. That means first you have to give me reference line. Always remember, thoda dhyan do, be focused. Yeah. They will say, let's assume one vector is A bar. This vector A bar is making some angle theta with the reference line. Let's assume this is one reference line. Generally, this line is our x-axis. And no problem. So I'll simply say, sir, I have vector A bar, which is making an angle theta with the reference line. Now what will happen? Now you are going to break this A bar into two rectangular component. So you will get two component. One component you will get along the reference line, and one component you will get perpendicular to the reference line. Reference line means the line with which our vector is making angle theta. So when you break this A bar, it will have one component along the reference line and other component perpendicular to the reference line. This is the component along the reference line is known as A parallel to the reference line. And the component perpendicular to the reference line is known as A perpendicular. And magnitude of our vector A bar magnitude we represent as A. So always remember, this is how they will ask you to break the vector into rectangular component. If any vector A bar is given, someone said my vector A bar is making angle theta with the reference line, So your A bar will have two components. One component will be along the reference line. One component will be perpendicular to reference line. Along the reference line component we say as A parallel, because it is along the reference line. It is parallel to the reference line. This we call as A parallel. This we call as A perpendicular to reference line. We call as A perpendicular. And what will be value of A parallel? Someone said, okay sir, we understood. Whenever any vector A bar is given, making angle theta with the reference line, so it will have one component along the reference line, one component perpendicular to reference line. Since these two components are perpendicular, that's why we call them as rectangular component. But tell me now, what is the value of A parallel? What is the value of A perpendicular? Can you tell me what is the value of A parallel? What is the value of A parallel and A perpendicular? A parallel will, along the reference line component will be cos theta component, and perpendicular to reference line component will be sin theta component. Very good, most of the people know, no problem. If you have any doubt, so along the A parallel will come A cos theta, A perpendicular will come A sin theta. If you have any doubt, एक बार देख लो भाई, एक बार देख लो, no problem. एक बार देख लो, get more clarity. How parallel component come A parallel? How perpendicular? How A parallel come A cos theta? How A perpendicular come A sin theta? एक बार देख लो. I will simply say, sir, you have given me one vector A bar. You want me to break vector A bar into two rectangular component. I will break it. You can see this is my A bar. I will break it into two rectangular component. This is one rectangular component. This is another rectangular component. This is our A parallel. This is our A parallel. And this is our A perpendicular. Now we use trigonometry. Someone says, sir, how to find these values? For finding these values, we simply use trigonometry. We'll simply say, someone asked me, sir, find A parallel. So here I will write cos theta. A parallel, you know, here A parallel is your adjacent. So that's why I will use cos theta. Anyone ask me A parallel, I will simply say cos theta will become adjacent by hypotenuse. That will become A parallel by hypotenuse is A. That means from here our A parallel will become A cos theta. I'm just telling you how to get the value. Most of you know, no problem. For A perpendicular, perpendicular means opposite. So for A perpendicular we use sine theta. Sine theta I can write from here, opposite by hypotenuse, that is A perpendicular by A parallel. A perpendicular by opposite by hypotenuse, that is A. That means A perpendicular will become A sine theta. So these are the two rectangular component along the reference line A cos theta. Reference line means the line with which vector is making the angle. A perpendicular means perpendicular to reference line A sine theta. And you can also find, if two rectangular components are given, you can find magnitude of the vector also. You can simply find A also, simply by using Pythagoras theorem, because this is now a right angle triangle. You can write A directly as, you can use H square will be equal to P square plus B square. From here you'll get magnitude also under root of A perpendicular square plus A parallel square. So these are the two rectangular components which vector has in 2D, and this is how to find its magnitude if rectangular components are given. First you can write this very fast. Easy situation, most of the people know, no problem. Is it okay? Always remember, this component is not always A cos theta. It depends, angle is given. This is the place. Everyone knows two component will come, one will be cos theta, one will be sin theta, but the students are confused. Which one will be cos theta, which one will be sin theta? For that only I am talking about. For that only I am talking about. I will always remember one thing. It's not mandatory that, for example, if this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So student, remember, along x-axis will be A cos theta, perpendicular to x-axis will be A sin theta. Wrong. Deciding factor is the reference line. If reference line is x-axis, then along x-axis component will become A cos theta. Perpendicular to x-axis, that is y-axis component, will become A sin theta. If reference line is y-axis, tomorrow someone gave you angle with y-axis, then reference line will become y-axis. Along y-axis now you will get A parallel. That will become A cos theta. Along x-axis you will get A sin theta. Are you getting idea? Bol do bhai. Are bol do bhai. Are you getting? It's not mandatory that along x-axis component will be always cos theta. It depends on reference line. And always remember, if you know the two rectangular components now, you can write A bar also. Because if this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, you can write A bar also as. You can write A bar also as. You can write A bar also as along x plus along y. A bar will become, for example, here if you write, A bar will become A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta j cap. You can also find the angle, how much angle vector is making with the reference line. You can calculate theta also using trigonometry. Tan theta will be equal to opposite by adjacent. That is A perpendicular by A parallel. You can also find angle with the reference line. Is it okay? So along the reference line component will be A cos theta. Perpendicular to reference line component will be A sin theta. First point. Not mandatory along x will be always cos theta, along y it will be always sin theta. No. It depends on the reference line. Second thing, if rectangular components are given, you can find magnitude under root of A parallel square plus A perpendicular square. Third thing, if rectangular components are given, you can find the angle which vector will make with the reference line. Is it okay? बोल दो भाई. अरे जल्दी से बोल दो. You can do one question, जल्दी से करो भाई. हाँ चलो, no problem, no problem. You can see all these results. With time they will become very easy for you. No problem. Yeah, you write one question. You write. A vector has its rectangular components. A vector has its rectangular components 5 and 12 in its plane. A vector has its rectangular component 5 and 12 in its plane. Find its magnitude. A vector has its rectangular component 5 and 12 in its plane. Find its magnitude. I will simply say two rectangular components are there. One will be a parallel 5, other will be a perpendicular 12. Whenever two rectangular components are given, we can find magnitude under root of a parallel square plus a perpendicular square. That will become under root of 5 square plus 12 square. That will come under root of 169. That means we will get 30. बहुत बढ़िया, very good, no problem. Do the next question, bhai. Do the next question. Come on. Do the next question. Do the next question. You write. This type of situation will be used tomorrow in projectile motion. Find component of initial velocity. Find component of initial velocity along x-axis and y-axis. This will be used tomorrow in physics. Find component of initial velocity along x-axis and y-axis. Now what is reference line here? X-axis. So along x-axis you will get u cos theta. Along y-axis you will get u sin theta. Kirtani very good. Dikshit very good. The blank very good, Arvind very good. I think everyone will get. Always check, always remember, one misconception happen. Students always think along x component will be cos theta, along y component will be sin theta. Wrong. It depends. Theta is given with what? Theta means theta is given with what? Here theta is given with x-axis. So our reference line is x-axis. So a parallel will be along x-axis. So I will simply say, sir, here theta is given with x-axis, means our reference line is x-axis. So along reference line means x component will come u cos theta. Along the reference line a cos theta. So here u given, so u cos theta. So this will become 20 cos 60. You already know 1 by 2. This will give you 10 meter per second. If anyone asks you ui, so ux is your parallel component. So ui will be perpendicular. That will become u sin theta. That will be, sir, 20 sin theta, 60 sin 60. You already know root 3 by 2. This will be your ui. So ui will become a 10 root 3 meter per second. Everyone understood? Bhai? Chalo ek aur question banao. These are the basic things which will be used tomorrow. For example, if the same question if I have given you like this, I don't have time for new question. You tell me the same question if I have given you like this. If I had given this angle as 60 degree, then where change will happen? If I'll give you this angle as 60 degree, then now y component will become cos theta. X component will become sin theta. Are you getting idea? It will get reverse. So always remember, it's not like that x component is always cos theta, y component is always sin theta. Who decide? Who decide which component will be cos theta component, which component will be sin theta component? Who decide? Who decide? Is it mandatory that along x we will have cos theta component? Reference line, not theta, reference line. If reference line is x-axis, then along x-axis you will get cos theta. If reference line is y-axis, then along y-axis you'll get cos theta. Are you getting idea? Deciding factor is the reference line. Along reference line, cos theta component, perpendicular to reference line, sin theta component. Is it okay? Is it okay, bhai? No problem, no problem, no problem. So this is how we talk about all these situations. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. No problem, yeah. So this is how we talk about all this situation. एक और क्वेश्चन बना लो भाई, चलो भाई. एक और क्वेश्चन I think you will be able to do, but okay. You write. Find the angle. Find the angle. Find the angle made by. Find the angle made by. Find the angle made by A bar. Find the angle made by A bar with x-axis. Find the angle made by A bar with x-axis. You have to tell me how much angle this A bar will make with x-axis. Means x-axis is reference line. So A parallel will become 3. A perpendicular will become 4. Tan theta will be A perpendicular by A parallel, opposite by adjacent. I don't have time. Just now I told they're asking you with x-axis. With x-axis means our x-axis is reference line. Reference line. Reference line means along reference line is our A parallel. So A parallel is 3. Perpendicular to reference line will be A perpendicular, that will be 4. And just now I told you tan theta will be equal to A perpendicular by A parallel. From here you will get 4 by 3. So theta will come tan inverse 4 by 3, which I think people know also. This angle will come 53 degree. 53 degree will come. Did you understood if any vector is given how to find its angle with x-axis, y-axis? बोल दो भाई. So this is how we have talked about, and up to this component of vector we have in our coming PACE exam. Coming PACE exam means day after tomorrow on Sunday, and everyone attend the exam. I saw only 50 people attended the no. Now you have to be serious about your selection, bhai. LKG nahi chal raha hai, junior intersenator not going on. Now you are on a war situation to become doctor for the NEET 2026. So give test, study properly, revise the notes, do practice from the material. So this is how. So everyone has to attend the test also. Then only you'll be able to understand all these things. So this is how we have talked about. More situation we'll talk in the next class. Tata, bye bye.